very good afternoon. I am come to teach Standard 3 English Literature, that is your English Fairy. Chapter 1, Reggie Mouse Shrinking Clothes. So out here Reggie is the name of a mouse, and in this chapter we are going to understand what happens when we eat unhealthy food and we become lazy, or we do not go out and play, or we don't be active. So Reggie Mouse loved cheese. He ate it for breakfast, for lunch and for dinner. So Reggie Mouse, he loved eating cheese, and he used to have cheese for breakfast, for lunch and for dinner. Reggie's mother, Rita Mouse, was worried. So out here his mother was very worried because his son was always eating only cheese. Reggie, it's fine to eat cheese, but you should eat other foods like fruits, vegetables, cereals and fish. You should also play outside more often. So out here his mother is telling him that it's alright if you are eating cheese, not a problem, but apart from that you should eat also vegetables, you should eat fruits, you should eat fish, you should eat cereals. Now cereals is like your cornflakes that we have. Reggie didn't listen to her. No way, Mum, I love cheese. I won't eat anything else. It's too hot to play outside. Instead, I will watch TV. So out here, Reggie replies to his mother and says that no way, I'm not going to go outside and play. It's very hot outside. So I will stay in the house and I will see television. And regarding cheese is my favorite. So I'm not going to stop eating cheese and I will only eat cheese. A few months later, Reggie Mouse was getting dressed when all the buttons of his shirt went pop, pop, pop. So one day Reggie was getting ready, so he was putting on his shirt, and as soon as he put on his shirt and he was trying to put on the buttons, he noticed that one by one all the buttons, it broke and it fell onto the ground. At the same time, he was putting on his pants, and then he noticed that his trousers went rip, 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 meaning his trousers also started to tear. Oh no, my shirt and my pant, or that is the trousers, have shrunk too. So out here he's saying that my shirt and my trousers have become small. Reggie ran to the cupboard and tried on all the clothes. So Reggie went back to the cupboard and he took out all the clothes that he had inside and he started to wear them one by one. But each time he's wearing on his shirt and each time he was putting on the pant, he noticed that the same thing was happening, which means that the buttons started to break and fall onto the ground and his pants started to tear. Rita Mouse heard her son crying. She ran into his bedroom. So as this was happening, Reggie became very sad because he noticed that all his clothes had become small for him. So he became very sad and he started crying. So hearing Reggie crying, the mother ran into the room to see what had happened. But when she came inside, she got surprised to see that her son was crying, and all the clothes, that is all of Reggie's clothes, was just lying scattered on the ground. Reggie, why are you crying? And why are your clothes on the floor? Oh Mom, it's awful, all my clothes have shrunk. So the mother comes in and inquires from Reggie that why are your clothes on the ground? And why are you crying? And then Reggie replies that the reason why I'm crying, the reason why I'm sad is because my clothes have become small. The mother was very intelligent, very clever. So she gives a method to Reggie in which if he uses it, he would be able to unshrink his clothes, meaning make his clothes normal again. I know what we can do to unshrink them. Reggie, you need to start eating healthy food like fruits, vegetables, cereals, fish and chicken, and also need to go out and play with your friends more often. So out here, being a very intelligent mouse, the mother the mother tells her son that the way you can make the clothes normal again is that if you start eating healthy food, if you start eating fruits, if you start eating vegetables, if you start eating cereals, your fish, your chicken, and even if you start playing outside more often, you would be able to make the clothes normal. That afternoon, Reggie played football with his friends. He had soup, carrot, spinach, and grapes for dinner. So that afternoon, Reggie went outside with his friends and he started playing with his friends, and he was playing football. And when he came back, he had for his meal, that is the food that he had, was soup, carrots, spinach, grapes, and that was for his dinner. And very soon, by following this method, very soon Reggie's clothes became normal again. So again in this chapter, we need to understand that it was not the clothes that had shrunk, it was that Reggie had exploded, or he had become enlarged, he had become fat. And the reason why he had become fat, unhealthy, was because he was eating only cheese and not eating healthy food. So what we learn from this chapter is that this fast food and junk food that we all like to eat, we should stop eating them or eat them to a limit and eat more healthy food. Because by eating healthy food, we would become active, we would be energetic, and we would also stay healthy. So I do hope that you'll have understood this chapter. I will be back tomorrow with a poem, that is Cookies for Santa. Thank you for your time. Have a good day.